just wait a sec because I always say morning and then it says I'm live, but I'm not live. So we'll just ride it out for a minute. Now I'm live. Hi, good morning everyone. Hope you've had a fab weekend. I'm just checking that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Jade says yes, we're all good. All I can see is a wrong bit of hair. I hope you're okay on this really manky day. I've got my ring light on and the light's still really, really rubbish. So yeah, if you're on, come and say hi. Have you had a good weekend? It's a really, really quick one today because it's just something that I was thinking about, well, like lots lately, and probably loads more since the whole cancer journey diagnosis stuff, is around things about, morning Jade, you alright my love? I love it when someone's on and I can see that I'm like, I never said live. Yeah, so some stuff I was thinking about over this whole period. Morning, and did you have a fabulous time this weekend? It looked ace. It looked brilliant. Yeah, so the thing I want to talk about today, I can't because I keep going back. Hi, Faye. Are you alright? I want to give you a big hug right now. More importantly, I want to do this. Probably not more importantly, but you've got me. Yeah, I really hope you're alright because I know it's rough. So, I don't even know where to start. Yeah, so what I was thinking about was this idea around, do you love your business? And that's it, like as a concept. Do you love running your business? I talk about this in lots of my networking sessions and things. Like, if you don't love running your business, bearing in mind that lots of us started our business for a bit of freedom, a bit of like working on our own terms, but what I watch happen over and over again is the realization of what it actually takes to run your own business hits, and we fall out of love with it, because a lot of the time the reason we start running our business is to teach something, to bring something that we love to do to other people. But the reality is that the majority of the stuff I do in my business is not that. The majority of the stuff I do in my business is admin and finances and selling and paperwork and blah, email marketing. Loads of it is the other stuff. And it's really important now and again to go back to this idea of, like, why did I do all this in the first place? Let me just say some hellos. Yay, Ange, I'm so glad it was brilliant. Jade, your Mondays are always manic. What have you got to do today? Good morning, Deb. Thank you. I am feeling okay. I'm doing really well after my second chemo, but I'm getting the horrible niggly side effects now, like acne for a start. And that's just growing. I'm doing everything to like abate it, but cystic acne, the horrible hard stuff. So that's really vile. I'm getting nosebleeds now, which sucks, but my head, I literally want to rip all of my hair out at the minute. It's so itchy, and I was obviously googling it. I've got hair here. And it's around like that my hair follicles are dying basically because the chemo's killing them, but it's so itchy and I feel like I feel like a bit of a scabber. I'm not. That's all I can do. Jade, you've always got a huge list. Your list never goes down and you're always in a time crunch. Can we help you in any way? Morning, Jane. Are you back from your halls, or are you on halls still? Faye, thank you. I will have a look and Google that. It's pure chemo drug stuff, so I don't know that anything will touch it if I've just got to write it out, but because I don't have this problem outside of there. So going back to this idea, so I got a little stat that says a third of entrepreneurs fall out of love with their businesses, and 24% say this happens several times a year. That several times a year thing I can so get on board with. I genuinely understand that, and it usually comes when I am not being able to focus on the stuff that I want to do it for in the first place, which is why we're all in business. And it's like you end up in this vicious circle of, I want to run a business for these very clear reasons, this is what I want to do in my business, but all that other stuff just sucks the life out of it. And so this is just a little video to talk about like almost that importance of getting back to doing more of what you love, remembering why you're doing it. Because if you don't love running your business, you may as well just get a job, because you'll spend less time at work, you'll be less stressed about it, and it'll take over your life a heck of a lot less than running a business will. And it's not that easy, and obviously I entirely understand that, but there have been times around where I've thought I may as well just get a job, because not even the money wise, the time wise for me, like the time I can spend on my business it's just infinite. I could just keep working forever. So you've got to love it, and you've got to figure out how you structure it so you love it. So it's no surprise to anyone that's hung around with me for a while that I restructure like every, I'll say year or so. Jade might say more frequently. But I restructure it semi-frequently to make sure that I am doing more of the stuff that I want to do. So just for a minute, just pause and think about your business. Running your business as it is, can you see you doing this way in 5 years? Like, is the way you are running your business now sustainable for your mental health, your physical health, and just what you want from your life? Is this how it's going to look in 5 years? And I think one of the reasons many businesses close, like most businesses close within a year, is because it starts off with loads of excitement and loads of energy and enthusiasm, but then the tough stuff happens and you start realising how much other stuff there is to do, how much of what you want to do in your business is not what you're actually doing. Ange says no, Jade says no, this is not, you can't imagine yourself doing this in 5 years' time. So my little thing for you today is like, let's come back to figuring out how you do more of the bits that you love, not what people say you should do, not even necessarily chasing the money, which is a hugely important part of business, and we don't shy away from the money part. It's really important to be earning money in your business, but not if you hate what you're doing. Like, if you don't enjoy what you are doing to earn the money, stop doing it immediately. There are little things in my business that we've stopped doing or we've changed because I was going after them out of fear. The money stuff's always fear, but it's not worth it. I want to enjoy running my business. I want to enjoy living my life every day. But if you love what you do, all that tough stuff that I said, all of the email marketing and the creating social media stuff, it gets easier if you love the whole kind of purpose underneath it. Faye, the way I run my business will definitely have changed in 5 years. Okay. Jade, not the way you're doing it. I totally agree. So, like, I've got 4 little things probably, about like, what can you do now? And this is my challenge for you today, is I want you to look at your business as a whole. And if you've fallen out of love with it, what could you do to change that? So a couple of my things, a few of my little tips are take a break from it. And this sounds like the most scary thing ever, because you sort of think, I can't just stop my business. Perhaps not, but you can take a bit of a break. Sometimes you need to walk away a little bit and come back with a fresh perspective. Sometimes you need to not start a course you were just about to run because you're not in love with it as it is. I want you to really think about, like, could I take a bit of a step back here and look at how I'm doing things and how I want to do them and how they align differently and what I could do to make them fit together a bit better. My second tip is have a bigger vision. Like, what is your end goal for all of this? What kind of life do you want to live? Like, I always joke, someone always says to me, like, describe your perfect day. I would almost always say I want to be up at 6 doing yoga. And I'm like, but I'm lying to myself because I can get up at 6 but I'm doing work. I love my work, and that's what I choose to do with my time. But what's your end goal for your business? Like, what are you trying to create? What kind of life are you trying to create? When you can't be bothered to do something, when something's not working well, but you can't be bothered to put in the mental energy to change it round, you need an end goal that's forcing you forwards. You need a reason to be doing what you're doing. Get back on your path. Like, stay in your lane is a phrase that Donna calls it a Roxyism. Stay in your lane is something that I say so often, and I am very guilty at coming out of my own lane, like all the time, but stay in your own lane so often. Jade Walton will attest to this over and over again. So often I see people veering off track, trying to do something that will make money faster. And there are some benefits to that. However, if it doesn't align with what you love and the business you're trying to create, it just becomes a distraction. It's not where your passion is. Making money alone is not enough to run a business that you want to live every day. And the result is often a feeling that you're lost again. So you might make a chunk of money doing something, but it won't be a permanent solution, because quite often it's not what you thought it was going to be if it's not part of the plan. Yes, Jade, always. Let me see what Deb says. Oh, it's posted the same comment twice. You really do enjoy your business. You wouldn't do it if you didn't enjoy it. Need to get more successful. Hopefully it will grow. So let's get a plan for that. Lots of people do it when they don't love it, Deb, because you get so stuck into it that it's almost like you can't see another way out now. And it's a danger zone. That happens a lot. So yeah, stay in your lane. Know what it is that you're trying to do in your business. Know what your end goal is. Take a break if you're not sure what that is. Go away and do some big planning on flip chart paper if that's what it takes sometimes. And then my very last thing is celebrate all of your wins. You know, on those days when you don't love your business, but you can look back and see some of the stuff you've achieved. I look back at just my monthly, my co-working, last week, co-working? And I had a conversation with someone, and I know like what came out of that conversation was the reason I do this job. And it's things like that. That's a massive win. If I have one conversation with someone and I've made a difference, or we did some sharing of like where to get printing from, and just bits of advice. It's this idea that there are so many wins in your business, loads of them. Actually notice them, acknowledge them, celebrate them, because when you are stuck doing the stuff you don't want to do, that's something to look back at and remember why you're doing this. Other bits I think I spoke about last week. As soon as you can afford to outsource stuff, just outsource stuff. It's a scary prospect, but if you could do something else with that time to make money in a way that you enjoy, it's worth the money you've paid to outsource it. That held me back for a long time. I don't mean outsource everything. There's lots you want to learn to do, but don't try and do everything if it takes up all of your time and energy and creative purpose. Like, pass it on. Use that time that you would spend doing that to earn more money. Karen, little celebration, initial consultation booked via website and Facebook inquiry over the weekend. That is awesome. Now, I need you to go out and like take the deposits for those. Like, go out and make them into concrete things that we can work on. I am thrilled for you. Well done. Interesting to see if that's come about from sort of your changing messaging or where that's come from. So, to sum up, like, when you love your business, it don't feel like a job. It literally feels like fun. Monday mornings are my favourite time. Jade comes to my office. Mondays are my absolute favourite day. And, like, not many people can say that are in an actual job. So, it's recognising you have control here. If things feel out of control, come and talk to us. Come and have some coaching. Do what you need to do to kind of figure out your pathway forwards. But this is so important, that you love your business if you want it to do well, and if you want it to create the life that you want to live. Like, work-life balance doesn't exist as an entrepreneur. It just does not. I talk about the work-life merge. If you can merge them together and still enjoy them both, like the way you want to. All right, that's my lot. If you've got any questions, ask. Me and Jade have got a whole office day today because we're sorting out some of our new networking events and creating some stuff around that. As always, if you've got women in your network in business, please invite them into this group. It will help us so much, and hopefully it will help them too. And that's it. I'm back next week, I think. Let me just check my calendar because I never know where I am anymore. But I think I'm back next week. Yeah, back next week at the same time. I've got a couple of face-to-face sessions this week if you are local to this area. So if you're local to Chesterfield, I've got a course on using AI in your small business on Thursday, and then a little networking lunch. If you're in the members club, there's co-working on tomorrow afternoon with Louise at 1 o'clock. So that's a great accountability session for you all. Right, that's it. I'm out of here. I've got loads of work to do. Alright, have a great week and know where I am if you want anything, ladies. Bye.